Face reveal in 3, 2, 1. Ta-da, it's me. I'm Zedru Hearthstone. I'm the voice you hear in your screen right now. And let's go on with the tier list. I don't want to waste too much time on this. I think we'll be doing face cams from now on, but let's see how this turns out. Just a heads up, we obviously rank for wild. Half of these quests are wild only, but I am also overly negative, so take that into consideration before you flame me in the comments. Let's begin with making mummies. Honestly, a C tier quest. It's a D tier quest in reality, but the only reason I'm not putting it in D tier is just because you ironically play it because you don't complete the quest. I'm not joking. You can play this in OTK Paladin because you can use Licensed Adventure, and since you have a quest active you cannot complete physically because you don't play Reborn minions, you're guaranteed to get the coin added to your hand, which you then use with Berdo so you can refresh your hero power over and over to get the OTK. So, C tier quest. Otherwise, it's a D tier. It's terrible. The hero power is amazing, honestly, but Reborn minions are so bad. Name one Reborn minion that genuinely sees play. Okay, fine. Cartoot Defender, but that's it, honestly. Okay, Caverns below. It's D tier. I'm sorry, guys. If this was when this quest came out, easy S tier. It was crazy. Play 4 minions of the same name, and for the rest of your game, everything is a 6/6 you have. That's insane. You could get this on turn 2. On turn 2. But they nerfed it like 5 times in a row. It's unplayable now. I gotta give it a D. It's so bad. And Hack the System is also D. It's just an infuriating quest to complete. It just feels like garbage attacking with your hero, especially in Warrior out of all classes. I guess maybe with like Bomb Warrior synergy they were aiming for, but you're not playing this in Bomb Warrior. The reward is really lackluster once you even get it. So just terrible quest. The Marsh Queen is also a terrible quest. You got 3 really bad ones in a row. Everyone thought this one was going to be broken. Life Coach quit because of this quest. Just actually really funny looking back on it. But Marsh Queen's bad. Gonna be honest here. Marsh Queen's just bad. Reward's not worth it. It's just inconvenient to complete. Hunter's not playing for value. Hunter, you smork with Hunter. You're not playing for the value game with Marsh Queen you get. So it's just not worth it. Okay, raid the Sky Temple. Honestly, B tier. I'm rating it a bit high on this one. I don't think it's that bad. I know people like make fun of this one a lot, calling it just worse Amazing Reno, but I kind of think it's better actually. You have more control over the random because you can't randomly just cast Astral Communion. You'll get the spell to your hand and then you can go from there. It's not a bad quest. It's pretty easy to complete as well. So it's B tier. Probably more C tier than B tier, but I'll give it B tier. Come on. Next we have Untapped Potential. Honestly, I want to give it an A. I really do. This is a good quest. The choose one cards, that can come in really handy. And mainly just the fact that Druid's base hero power is pretty bad, I think I'm going to give it an A. It's just a straight upgrade 90% of the time. And it's just good. The reward you get is good. There's lots of synergy with Druid. Druid has tons of choose one cards. And it can just be really good. It's easy. It's the most consistent quest to complete. Because you are literally guaranteed to get it. You get mana every turn. And you just don't spend mana. So you're guaranteed to get it. Which is can't say for the other quests. Then we have Bizarre Burglary. B tier quest. I can go with Raid the Sky Temple. Honestly, if it wasn't for that epic weapon that has lifesteal and gains durability for each card you play from another class, this would probably be higher. But since you have that weapon, this quest doesn't serve much of a purpose. By all means, it has a great reward. It's a good quest. It just gets outmatched. But otherwise, on its own, the quest isn't bad. It's a B tier for sure. Then Unite the Murlocs as a C. Honestly, it's a good quest. It fits well with the archetype it's made for Murloc Shaman. The thing is, though, you don't play quests in an aggressive deck. You're playing Murloc Shaman just to win quickly. You can't give up your turn 1. It's brutal doing that. If you place another aggro deck, you lose control of the board immediately. You're already at a disadvantage. And you're playing not for value. You're playing an aggro deck. You play to kill your opponent. Value doesn't help you. The reward is good, though. I like the reward. It's a well-designed quest. I'll give it that much. It's just not that good. Okay, Corrupt the Warders. This is an S tier quest, easily. It's not that bad to complete. Playing Battlecry minions is good. It fits Shaman well. It fits with Shudderwalk. While I don't like all the animations with Shudderwalk, I can admit this is a well-designed quest. The reward is good. I'm happy it's not a passive reward, because spending the 2 mana actually does add a sense of skill to it, I want to say. It just makes it more fair. Good quest overall. Fire Plume Sard. It's an A tier quest. It's good. Taunt Warrior is still good. You can totally play it. The reward is amazing. You get the Ragnaros hero power, just incredibly strong, and completing it isn't terrible. It feels nice to complete. You get a good reward. It's just a good quest. The last Kaleidosaur. You can stick with making mummies. You're better than making mummies. But it's also not that good of a quest. Again, it has some of the same uses as making mummies. You use it just to get that guaranteed coin, but you can play it in Libram Paladin. At least you will eventually complete it. But by the time you do, Galvadon is just meh. Like so many classes can deal with it. Even if you get like the stealth, the wind fury, the increased attack, they can still deal with it. By that time, so many classes will just have AoE board clears that Galvadon kind of does nothing. But when he does stick that one turn and you have all your stuff, it's basically game at that point. I will admit, when Galvadon sticks, game changing, but he doesn't stick that much. Supreme Archaeology, A tier, B tier, he can. I'll put him in 8. I'll put him in 8 tier. Supreme Archaeology, it's only really used in Mechathune, and even then, it's not amazing, but this is always just a consistent quest. The reward is amazing. So it's always just going to be something that sticks around. Warlock has the most card draw out of any class, because it has the best hero power, which draws you a card. This quest will always be good. The reward will always be good. It's just a good quest overall. Unseal the Vault is C. Just pretty hard to complete again. It's a good reward though, but it just in Hunter, again, you don't play for value in Hunter. Basically no Hunter quest sees play because it just takes too long. Hunter wants to win quickly. You're really not waiting until you play like, what, 20 minions? Not worth it. Activate the Obelisk. I hate this quest so much. I have a personal grudge at this quest. I just despise it. I legitimately feel it is the worst quest in the game. Restoring 15 health is brutal, and the one deck this card sees play in, it should not see any play. And why is this in Big Priest? Who puts this in Big Priest and is like, I want to win? Even if you complete it, the reward is just pointless. What, you heal for 3? You can give your minions +3/+3. That's useless. Your Big Priest, your minions, you have like 10 minions and they're all 9/9s. Well, not 10 minions, obviously. But, like, you have insane stuff already. This does nothing. You waste a card in your deck and you're mulligan. I explain this in my guide. I despise this quest. Do not ever use it. It's just free dust. Okay, on a lighter note, Jungle Giants. I kind of want to put it at B. I really want to put this at B. It's my list. I'm gonna put it at B. It's not a good quest. It should honestly be D tier, but I'm putting it at B. It's a fun quest, fun reward. I love all the meme decks that are with it. It has Rock Rager synergy. Okay, I'm putting it at B. Let me be. Lakari Sacrifice is D. Yeah, it's bad. It's like the Shaman quest, Unite the Murlocs. You don't want to give up your turn 1. You play this in Discard Warlock. Obviously, you don't want to give it up. Discard Warlock is a really aggressive class. The reward is good, actually. The Permanent Portals is just so much value. It's just discarding it can actually be a bit of a pain, so you get this around like turn 7 or 8. And you want to win by then. So, like, Big Priest, you just waste a card in your mulligan. Not worth it. Awaken the Makers is interesting. On one hand, it should be a B quest. It's a great reward and everything. But on the other hand, it doesn't see much play. Honestly, no real competitive priest deck runs this, but I will still give it a B. It is a great reward. It's just Reno, but better. You can do Seance with it. You can do so much stuff. Maybe one day, when there's some sort of Death Rattle Reno priest, this will be amazing. I don't think that day is now, though. It is still a good quest. The decks that do play, like Weasel Priest and all that, yeah, they for sure take advantage of the reward. So in that aspect, I do have to say it is a good quest, but it's not meta. So take it as you will. Lastly, let's end on a banger. Open the Waygate. This is probably the most notorious quest in the game. Everyone knows Quest Mage. This deck was brutal a few months ago. Like around like 6 or 7, back when Evocation was still 1 mana. The reward is insane. Taking an extra turn is just game breaking. There's a reason Tempora says the opponent take 2 turns first, because it's just such a strong effect taking 2 turns. Honestly, this quest is so good, especially with Vargoth. I like the Vargoth memes where you can like take 2 turns in a row and just play whatever random combo you want. But Quest Mage is still a legitimate deck. I don't run into it much just because Seeker Mage exists and Seeker Mage is just the death of humanity. But Open the Waygate is an amazing quest, amazing reward, fits Mage well, and overall, deserves to be an S tier quest. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, it would make my day if you would subscribe. Zedud out.